Hey guys, back to some more Dune Awakening. I am at my friend's base, since, you know, coming from all over here, losing my bike, it would be an absolute pain to just go all the way back there. But I did survey this next area, and pretty sure that's where the next trial is, so we're going to be heading there immediately. Just get it out of the way. And thankfully I'm pretty sure it just turned night, but if it didn't, I'm going to be quite upset when the sun starts murdering me. Yeah, let's start running there. It's only like a few 400 meters away. It's not that bad. Could be a lot worse. Could be. Do I not... I think bandages. I forgot I was paused because the soul factor ran out of space. Yeah, I ran out of space. Alright, what... I mean, I technically need both of these, but I don't have the space. Drop that, because I'm using that. 30 out of 35, that should be fine. I might build a temporary base up here. We're only allowed to have, like, I think 2 bases per person. So, I mean, I might build a base temporary up here. Maybe. I'm probably eventually going to move away from being down here, though I probably will keep the base there. But I'll probably build another base up here in the north for all the higher level resources. Yeah, there's a lot more tier 3s over here. Oh, hate when that fails. Oh, my darts are so low. Alright, so it looks like it's down. So down we go. Just bandage up a little bit more, make sure I'm completely healed. If I'm lucky, I'll be this cave. Oh, shoot. If that breaks on me, I am buggered. Oh, yeah, it's not doing too well. Oh, boy. Wait, is this what I'm looking for? No. I gotta keep going down. If I'm lucky, this will... Yeah, this does lead down. That's a big one. There's a player there, which I don't really care about. Take the ammo. I done goofed doing this. I done goofed. That was a lot more damage than I liked. Ooh, medkit. What you got on you? Nothing too good for me. Still nothing too good. Oh, that's enemy. Shoot. I didn't think there'd be so many enemies here. Damn. Right. I didn't know the melees were coming. Oh, how am I going to deal with this? Well, this kind of makes it a bit more difficult for me. See if I can heal real quick. That's just a giant circle I just did. Never mind, no it's not. Well, if they're not chasing me, I'll take it. I'm going for it. Surely they can't damage me while I'm here. Surely. I do not have the equipment to be down here in the first place. I wonder if there'll be an 8th trial after this. I kind of hope not. Is that a bat? I get that. I get that. What is that?
Why were we created? Ibn Qirtaiba. Our God gave us the Hulasikali one.
No way! My entire game froze during that.
Kitab al-Ibar. Carry shelter always against the coming of Kralizek. Be la kaifa.
Oh, freeze now game. Yeah, there's the 10. That's still 10. Not fully sure what that does yet. I didn't fail the trial. That's the first time I died in a trial.
We were exiled from Nilotic al-Urobra for our unwillingness to fight. For our willingness to forgive. For our willingness to forget.
Interesting.
And the judges said, mine enemies are like green blades eaten down, that did stand in the path of the tempest. Hast thou not seen what our Lord did? The weight of a kindly God is a fearful thing. Why did God create us? We are the action and knowledge of God, and He has prepared the way.
Still not exactly sure what this tent does.
Ibn Qirtaiba, the typhoon's struggle comes. Why were we created? To survive Kralizek, the war at the end of the universe. Yahya Shuhada. Remember Nilotic al-Urobra. Be la kaifa.
Huh. I'm honestly not sure what I'm going to do with this still tent. What is it even used for? I mean, I can get maybe surviving a sandstorm, but at the same time, I don't know. There goes my helmet again. What did I unlock, I wonder? Oh, wasn't the death still? I unlocked the thumper, unlocked the still tent. Okay, so for mild mild sandstorms. The tent also has moisture. Huh. Interesting. I don't know how I feel about summoning sandworms though. I would really like this though. So you could literally just get water from corpses, but oh well. Find the cave? You're kidding me. Where could this one be? It's a lot of unknowns. This looks like it's to the north. But where in the north? So we've gone there. We've gone there. We've gone here. Could it be somewhere over here, maybe? West. Jebel Ifrit Agarb. No, it's somewhere over here. Is it because it's supposed to be hidden? Let's look one more time. At the border. Okay, so it's between Nisiteril and the current area I'm in. Okay, so it's over here somewhere. That's my best guess. Somewhere over here. I mean, that's a lot of walking. I really need another sand bike. Oh, bandages. Thank God. Actually, do I have a better sword? Artisan, 18. How much did you do? 10. 16. The sword's gonna be better, as much as I don't like the sword. You, 17. You, 9. You are by far much better. Alright, well, we got a sword, we got a new gun. Much more effective. So much more effective. Alright, it's time to leave. Alright, now it's just a pain of getting out of here. What is that over there, I wonder?
Someone's here.
Oh, hi!
Eyes on him!
That was a lot easier than I thought it would be. Interesting. I don't want to go there. Okay, I'm going to try to get the frothy space and attempt to build myself another bike. Or I could say nah and just go for it. Almost enough. Actually, I'll be fine. I got enough to last a journey going over there. I'm gonna head over there. Only issue be getting over there now. So I could just follow along here and then exit. Or I could try to go up and over, which would be Much more difficult, actually, looking at it. I don't think there really is an easy way up. We're pretty far down. At least we have a gun and a sword that do a lot more damage than our old weapons. That's good. We're going to try to find the last cave. Let me just read this one more time. Yeah, looks like it's right over here. So I know where to go. I'm just going to hoof it there. Because I'm probably going to stop recording for a while after that and just focus on getting research and stuff, and probably start recording again when I get to the deep desert with my friends. Since they're pretty much all but ready to go. So they still have to finish the trials. And as far as I'm aware, I'm the one furthest ahead in the trials, but by far the furthest behind in tech and equipment. They're flying around in ornithopters and shit, and I'm just using a tier 1 sand bike. And now I'm just running. In like tier 2 clothes. We're almost out of here already? No, we're not. A little too hopeful there. Pick up some of the plant fiber just in case I gotta make more bandages. Deserter camp, that's new. I don't think I've seen deserters yet. Okay, well I know where to go, so I can probably leg it there. I think it's already day. Yeah, it is. Worth a shot. I still think the dagger's a lot better than the sword, but since this is the only weapon I have on me, it does a lot more damage in melee than my current ones. I'm going to have to stick to it. I'm going the wrong way. Oh, don't you try this shit game. Okay, I'm not in the sun yet, so we're good. Honestly, probably basing down there would be nice, because you will never have to worry about the sun. And if you have an ornithopter, you can just fly back up. Oh, there's the sun. Okay, at least I know where I'm going, so that's good. Let me mark it, actually. I'm heading over here. No, it's going to be a shame if the final test is combat, and I don't go into a spice stream. Because I am not equipped to fight enemies at this level. I didn't do too much farming because most of the time I didn't want to do stuff off camera. Like, go to a new location without you guys seeing. And the only time I did that was to get... Yeah, it was Jebel de Frit Agar. Just because I was already so far in the north. And I didn't want to waste that journey. Oh, there's the sun. There's quicksand as well on my left. Ugh. Surely I can walk around this, right? Surely. Surely it doesn't, like, hug the rock, right? Be a little absurd if it did. Yeah, we're good. I can go around. What is that, I wonder? Those two things. Oh well. Honestly, if I was to move my base, I'd probably move it up into this region. Is that snow? Nah, it can't be snow. Why would there be snow here? What am I thinking? As much as I love the snow, there would no be snow here. It's still Slaver territory, unfortunate. Unless if I hug the wall, it tells me. Sandflies? I don't think I realized that before. What is a sandfly? And why is my ping up to 100? Ah, biome peak decrease, nice. Well, we're almost back to sandworm territory, as much as I hate to say it. We're almost there. I'm so glad all this is in the shade. If this was flatter, this would be such a nice spot to build a castle in. I can easily just yoink out one of my Conan designs and just put it here. Is that it? Nah. Surely not. Okay, maybe it is. So let me just do myself a favor, just to make sure. You're up here, right? No, you're not. What is that? I'm not gonna be able to mine this, but I'm curious. Basalt? I don't know. Well, this is either the spot or it's not the spot. It looks like it should be. Oh, it is basalt. Nice. This feels like the location. Oh, sure enough, yes it is. Nice. Well, I have a shit ton of skill points, but I can't spend any of them because I need advanced trooper training. And the only way to get that is to go all the way back down to here. Which I probably will off camera. 75, jeez. Well, I need a better cutter. I don't care about that one as much. I probably need that. Probably get the buggy. No, get the sand bike. What else, what else, what else? Personal light would be nice. Don't care about that, don't care about that. None of the power pack could be nice. I think that's it. Slaver Scout armor. Alright, now it's it. It's all my tech, all gone. Just bring out ranged weapons just in case. And shield. Better safe than sorry. Interesting. Feels like a big spot if there was going to be a boss battle. I feel like it makes sense. But I don't think that's going to happen. What's up here? Oh, clever game. Oh, nothing's up here. Well played. There's no point in going up there. Might as well.
We are the people of Misr. We have known flight and death. The young go on that our people
I didn't study.
shall not die. Where did our flight begin?
I feel like it'd be this one.
You have failed the
Fuck. I didn't study at all.
We are the people. We grew soft, Wally. You have failed.
Fuck. I should have listened more.
We are the
Okay.
people of Misr.
Second
we
one.
grew soft, Wally. So God brought us
13.
on our wanderings. We came to a planet devoid of
So
gods.
that's Secundus.
We remember the slave cribs where we were held.
Shit.
Weeded out.
Rosa?
You have
Fuck.
failed.
I didn't think there'd be a pop quiz at the end.
We are the people of
Second.
We grew soft
Second.
on our wanderings.
First.
We remember the slave
I'm a
cribs.
fe-
You have failed
Fuck.
the king. We are the people.
Second,
on our
second,
wonders.
first,
We remember the slave.
third.
The thread of the past was carried by word until we found the poison drug. One of the cursed planets was a blessing for
What's
us.
that?
So many planets across so many centuries. Our people broke apart.
Are there fit?
You have failed.
Shit.
the
Okay,
truth.
maybe it was Raktus.
We are the we grew so on our wonder. We remember the thread of the past was carried by word. So many planets. You have failed.
Shit.
We are the we grew so on our wonder.
hate this.
We remember the slave. The thread of the past was so many a long journey, young one.
Older.
But we are almost home. Just one last place of
I don't
suffering.
think they'd say older.
Where our children. The time of Mihna has ended.
Thank God.
Young Wali, pass within.
I hate quizzes. I didn't study at all. When did my eyes become blue? I guess it's from all that spice and knowledge. I guess it's that Suntara behind me. Or Zuntana. No, it's not. Who are you?
The path of the Zensuni Exodus is rare and hidden knowledge. You are no Masquerade cultist. Who are you? What do you seek here? The trials of Akal. Knowledge of that name lends you credibility. But you seek the Fremen? You must know they're dead.
No! No way! Server restart be damned.
That security door is encoded for Fremen biometrics. How did you bypass it? Perhaps we can help each other.
I've been changed by the trials.
I'm a scholar of Fremen social, cultural, and philosophical constructs, both past and present. They fascinate me. And I've studied the layout of this place. It's a death trap.
How would you study if you
Between
couldn't
the
get
Masquerade
inside?
trying
What?
to blow their way in and the structural damage left by the Sardaukar, the whole thing could come crashing down. And I have yours. The name's Aerie. I serve no one. Let's say I'm something of a freebooting academic. And like you, my interests lie in discovering the true extent of the Fremen eradication. Or more to the point, discovering if that eradication even occurred. South, maybe. Arrakis is a big place. And while we like to think we're at the center of all things, in relative terms, the sphere of Imperial influence is rather small. They could be anywhere beyond the deep desert or the Tanzaruft, as it's known. Not entirely. I'm sure the Sardaukar massacred them by the thousands. This siege bears evidence of that. But you're right. I don't believe the Imperial account.
I have to go
And I'm
through
hoping
so
the
quick because
truth,
the server
or
restart.
part of it, awaits us inside. If we survive.
Come on, I gotta rush. I gotta rush, buddy. Come on, come on. Who am I even gonna fight? Why is there ladders? Examine?
It serves the Emperor to depict the Fremen as barbarous and savage, but look at their craft. I see the work of a
Oh, the worm has been gone this entire time.
People. A people with the innate practicality and good
I can go this
sense
way?
to worship a
I gotta rush
local
as
and
fast as
very
possible.
available god. Did you encounter the Masquerade on your way here? There's some kind of
Go, go,
cult.
go.
Worm worshippers based out of an abandoned power station far to the west. It's
Haven't gone
odd to
there
see
yet.
them this far east. Down here, water discipline would finally be relaxed. Visitors could shed their dusty still suits and find refreshment.
Ooh, stuff. Sorry, I don't have time to listen to your lore. I gotta... But there's loot to be had. This hurts. This really hurts me. There's so much loot to be had, but I have to rush. 7 minutes.
Looks like there's no other way forward.
Oh, you're kidding.
We'll probably find that a lot of corridors and subchambers have collapsed. Some have been brought
Why does this
down
have to
by
happen during the
Sarkar
server
to
restart?
deny key areas and resources to any survivors. Others have been brought down by themselves.
I'm sure this is the right way. This is not the right way.
Force or channel. Strange to think these corridors once echoed with the hopes and dreams of a lost multitude.
Maybe this way?
Mothers, fathers, and children without count.
Come on, Shirley. I'm feeling confident.
The silence this rock hasn't known in 10,000 years.
Come on, come on. Please be the right way. I gotta go, go, go.
Our first goal on Arrakis is grassland provinces. We will start with these mutated poverty grasses.
Huh?
When we have moisture locked in grasslands, we'll move on to start upland forests, then a few open bodies of water, small at first, and situated along lines of prevailing winds with wind-trap moisture precipitators spaced in the lines to recapture what the wind steals. We must create a true sirocco, a moist wind, but we will never get away from the necessity for wind traps. This ecological transformation of Arrakis relies upon us controlling 3% of the energy surface. Only 3% to start a self-sustaining system. Learn this lesson well. Our transformation begins in the plantations of the south and proceeds in simple steps to begin. Bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation.
My brain!
Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open.
You're shitting me. You're kidding me. You're really doing this shit to me right before the server? Holy shit, I hate this so much.
To begin, bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open.
But
To begin, bind the dunes using grass.
behind the dunes using
Secondly,
grass?
create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals
So I
to
think I
aerate
have to
the
do
soil.
the dunes.
You will be tested on how well you have
Let me look
learned
at this
to
again.
recognize the language of the ecological
No.
transformation. Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open.
That's shelter. What does any of this mean? Downwind dune. Okay, that's dune. Holy shit, I hate this.
To begin, bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind. To begin, bind the dunes using
Which
grass.
one's bind?
Secondly,
Is there a
create
bind?
deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested
Bind
on
the
how
dunes,
well
bind
you
the
have
dunes,
learned
bind
to
the dunes.
recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open.
Okay, bind. Which one's bind? Is it that? Bind the dunes with grass.
Very good.
To begin, bind the
This
dunes
lesson!
using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face.
Okay,
Finally,
plantings.
introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize. To begin, bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the
Plantings.
downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing
Shelter.
animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to begin, bind the dunes using grass. Secondly,
Downwind?
create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be to begin, bind the
I hate
dunes
this.
using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you
Burrowing
have learned to
animals.
recognize
Where's
the
burrow?
language of the ecological
Cavern,
transformation.
fire, downwind.
Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open.
Aerate. Fucking hit one more time. One more time.
To begin, bind the dunes using grass.
And
Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation.
where's soil? Where's soil? Come on, I have a
Remember your
minute left.
lessons,
Which one would be
and the
soil?
door to the future will open.
Fuck, was that Dandy Cavern? Bind, aerate.
To begin, bind the dunes using grass.
Yes! I'll take it!
Create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face.
This must be the way.
I'm gonna assume it won't kick me out of here, but I will have to start the episode again since we're not exactly good on time. Unless there's a spice thing I can get to right in time. Come on, come on, come on. Is there a trial up here? Come on, come on, come on.
That's the most correct. I was hoping it would take them longer to arrive in force. We better hurry up and be done with our business here.
You think? I have 5 seconds left. Go. Don't you dare.
The death still. The place all Fremen end up.
You're kidding me. There's another one?
Return their water to the tribe. That script upon the platform reads, "The water of the
Where's the server
tribe shall
restart?
reveal the path." And I believe the
Fuck, there it is. Oh, I got so far. That took me so long to realize what they were talking about for the lessons, I'll be honest. I thought I was going to go back and find like different videos. Oh. Well, I guess that'll be it for this episode, guys. We will continue eventually later, but I hope you all enjoyed. And see you on the next one. If this lets me connect immediately, I'll be amazed. No, it's not. Well, I'll see you all in the next episode. Take care.